What's up, tea people? We have no idea what episode number we're on. We're not even gonna edit this. You're gonna watch this part of it while I adjust down slightly and maybe zoom us in a little bit. Oh, there we go. Okay, a little better. There we go. All right. Tea time.
Professional.
Yeah, actually not tea time.
Yeah, true.
Tea recommendation time.
Exactly. I think our Taobao episode, our recommendation episodes of Teas to Age was a pretty successful one.
Yeah.
We are doing something sort of similar.
Right.
We're going to be talking about the best value picks. We haven't even decided if we're doing raw or ripe for this episode, so one or two.
Let's go two.
Okay, we're going to do ripe.
Perfect.
Yeah, so ripe, poor recommendations. So, yeah, what do you got?
Yeah, okay. So these are going to be, for me, like my genuine daily drinkers that I have a F-ton of. So the 2016 8592 from Dayi. I love it. It's just such easy drinking. It's so thick and viscous and lovely. I like the base profile of it quite a bit, and it has a good solid fruity top.
How do you think that differs from your kind of average Dayi, right? Or is it pretty down the line?
I find Dayi ripes to be fairly self-similar. So with that being said, I think it does have maybe a little bit more of a basier character, a little bit less cherry on the top, but maybe a bit more on the kind of plummier fruit side on the top. So maybe just a little bit of a slightly darker character.
And this is one going from quiche, correct?
Correct.
And how much does that sell for? Approximately?
Under, like around 10 cents a gram. I want to say like 9 cents a gram or something like that.
Okay. So you're talking about like $30-ish cake, something like that?
Yeah.
So
maybe even cheaper, honestly.
For something that's almost 10 years old, too. So.
Yeah, I have a tong of that, and that's really great drinking. The next one is also a Dayi ripe. It's going to be the 2010 7572.
Okay.
Also from Quiche. That one's, I think, $35 a cake.
Getting pricey here.
Yeah. And also just a home run. If you've had the recipe, it's a great vintage. It's a great year of it.
Are you allowed to say vintage if you're only at 10 cents a gram?
I don't know.
I think it's like 23 cents a gram.
Right. And in that one, to me, has a bit more of a... let me turn my airplane mode on here. Much more cherry on the top.
Sure.
I think it's got a really beautiful base profile, sandalwoody kind of thing going on. That one my wife really enjoys drinking as well.
Sure.
It's kind of just a easy... It's probably my first recommendation for getting into ripe.
And what's sort of the area where you're starting to get a little bit of more of like an aged taste into those ripes? Like, since we're talking about like things that are like 10 years, 15 years.
Yeah. So comparing that to like the 2019 version, for example, they really are different at that point.
Okay, sure.
I'd say 10 years is probably when you're going to start to kind of notice.
Okay.
And I would probably avoid anything that's under 5 years of age. That's just my take.
Okay.
You just want at least some time. I mean, the piling is going to be for a long time. So you're going to get a lot of the fermentation happening right up front. That's the whole point of ripe. Nevertheless, I do think 5 years to settle in a nice, humid, hot location would be a good idea.
Sure.
Yeah. Next one is going to be the Bada Ripe Brick.
Okay, that was on my list. So
okay, awesome. Yeah. From Dayi as well.
2012, I think?
2012, yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
And really affordable. I think it's $60, $60-ish for
$68 for
there you go.
A kilo.
Yeah. So 7
cents a gram.
Yeah. And so good. I do think the date fragrance thing is there.
Yeah.
Really, really tasty and enjoyable.
So for like a 5 gram session, that's 35 cents, guys.
Yeah.
So
really affordable. Just a very affordable.
And how many bricks do you have, Denny?
1.5. I had it this morning.
Yeah.
I love it. It's great.
Yeah. I think compared to like your normal Dayi ripe, at least it's a little brighter. It has a little bit of a different character, I would say, than your kind of like your 7572s, your 8592s.
I think so. Yeah.
I think compared to the other two you mentioned,
totally.
I would say this
I agree.
one stands out a little bit.
Absolutely. Yeah. And then the 2012 Xiaguan Xiaofa, I just can't recommend it enough. I'm obsessed with this too. And I don't remember the exact price. I think it's like 20. Get back to me.
Yeah, and if you've liked all the versions of this you've had.
Yeah. I mean, the Yee On one that we had was like real funky.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to drink that one quite as much. But the I'm on airplane mode. That's why it's not working. Anyway, But nevertheless, in general, I really like it, and I think that's going to be a good divergence from those Dayi ripes that are much more kind of fruity, bright.
Sure.
They have nice wood. This has a much more of a kind of funkiness. I would compare that to something like the 2015 ripe from Viet Sun, which is actually even bassier and deeper, but also has kind of a similar funkiness.
Sure.
So if you want to spend a bit more money on that, the 2012. 2Os are only $15.75 on quiche.
And those are 250 grams?
250 grams.
Okay.
So really affordable as well. I think they're sold out, but honestly, get on Discord and message quiche and ask about it. He'll usually restock because he's just drop shipping. So.
And those sorts of ripes, too, it's like, I mean, they made a ton of them.
There's a ton of them.
So it's not like they're super scarce or anything.
Totally.
Yeah.
So those are my picks.
Yeah. For me, you already hit one of them. I have two more. One of them, we'll just stick with quiche because everything has been coming from him so far.
Sure.
I know you have this one too, the 1990s 7581.
Yep.
Just a nice classic, really smooth, a lot of age taste there. It's definitely pretty rough material. Like you're gonna run into plenty of hairs. I'm sure someone has ran into a tooth at some point. So if that's something that puts you off, I mean, it's kind of par for the course for something like that old and that affordable.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, that one's just really, really easy drinking for me. Goes down super smooth. So that's a little more expensive, like $40 for 250 grams. But I think the age per price ratio is quite good.
Exactly. Getting to those older flavors for that price is, I think, a really good value.
Yeah, and then the last one I have mentioned, I had the Bada brick on my list as well, is the 2009 Yee On Purple Mark. So 7342. This is a Munghai Tea Factory commission, so they commissioned it through them. It's actually a raw ripe blend, but it's undergone their characteristic dank as F storage. And so it's yeah. So I put it here. It sells for $32, and technically Hong Kong Post not shipping to the US, so we're just doing this episode. Things are changing constantly, so I don't know where people are going to be able to get these teas. But I think this is a very solid pickup if you like that kind of Yee On taste.
Right.
Like that's under 10 cents a gram for something that's like 16 years old.
Yeah.
And I think that traditional storage really adds this kind of like ginseng rich character there. Definitely not going to be for everyone, but if you are a fan, which I am, then you will probably end up with the Tong, which I also have.
What about we mentioned ripe, but maybe kind of as a slight peripheral suggestion, what about that Liubao from quiche as well? What do you think?
The 80s one?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think that's a pretty solid. I would kind of put that in the same category as the 90s 7581. It's like nothing crazy. And in fact, the material is probably kind of rough, but for the price and the age, pretty good. Yeah. And
actually, I'd say that the material has held up. It's fairly sturdy. The 7581, and they also sell a date brick from quiche as well. The material on those both is just very flaky. Big leaves that just are ready to disintegrate. So
leave those hard.
Yeah, totally. The Liubao, it has a much more richer kind of caramel thing going on, much less high notes. So if that piques your interest as well, that's also kind of an accessible taste.
Absolutely.
Cool. Well, hey, comment below and let us know. Are these the kind of videos that are helpful? Should we do kind of a mid-range ripes next or high-end ripes? And frankly, check James's in-between episodes because I think James has done a great job of actually just thinking about it, of doing some awesome higher-end boutique ripe comparisons. So check this out, subscribe. We don't know what number this is, but we'll see you next time for the raw version.
Wu-Tang!